Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload. Anything I have a link to will be linked down below in the description, and let's get right into it. So I just decided that I wanted to practice some things that I need to improve on, like or just like techniques I want to practice. So my shaping, ombre, and Frenches, and just working with colored acrylic in general, I want to work on. So let's do that. So I have 5 practice fingers, so it's kind of like a hand, but not really. It's just like, you know, just the 5 fingers. And I like that they're all varying sizes. Like they have some little ones, and then there's the wider ones, and like then there's like ones that are in the middle. So I got these from Nail Supply Glamour months ago. This video is gonna be like partially real time, partially sped up, but it's mainly a practice with me, so it's not gonna be too crazy, you know. So I'm gonna get everything. Sorry if you hear like any noises. My window is open so it can ventilate. I'm gonna get out my colored acrylics. I know I want to do Frenches and all that stuff. So I have my clear right here. I'm just gonna pull out my jar with my colored acrylics. It's not a jar. It's like a tub. So I'm just gonna show you guys my acrylic collection. She is growing. I'm gonna move these nails out the way. So this is my acrylic collection. I remember when I first started, I had like nothing. Here it is. It's so big, and at first I was keeping them. Yeah, let's pick some colors. I haven't really used this. It's gonna kind of hard because like I kind of have to put these in every which way so they would kind of fit. I'm going to use this blue, this pink, maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but I just want to pull them out. Maybe the purple. I want to try out this red, this green. I always pull out way more colors than I actually use, so I'm trying to keep it very minimal. And I want to test this dip powder out on camera as like regular acrylic. I tried to pick up like 2 beads with it, and it worked pretty well. Like it's set and everything. I didn't notice like too long of a time. And I'm gonna use this nude. It's number 27, which was in my little acrylic kit from all the ones that I had purchased. That will be in the description, like I said. And I only have like a link to like the specific. I only have like links to the specific kits that I bought. And yeah, let's get right into that. And dish. One's aqua brush. It's a size 10, and it is pretty small. And I'm sorry if you can see like the legs of my stand in the video. There's really nothing to do about it because of the way that the tripod is and the size of table I have. So okay, I'm gonna get everything set up and I'll be right back. So I thought I'd show you guys some swatches of the colors that I have out, not that I'm gonna be using necessarily. So I'm using the here's 1, 2, 10, 3. And like I said, I usually go in order, but for some reason I've been going out of order. Which is kind of like, it's like a mint. Oops, I have some red in my brush. But yeah, don't mind like the red streak in it. It's from this color, but the color on the outside is just like a mint. Like I said in my previous video when I did this, when I got these, there is no marbling in any of these colors at all. None of them you have to mix up, anything like that. The only thing I wish is for shade 01 that you could, because it has like micro glitter, like it's not even like fine glitter, it's micro glitter. So I wish it had more. I wish it had more like a bigger chunk of glitter, like a bigger type of glitter. Here's number 9, which is a nice blue. Yeah, like I just wish it was like a bigger cut of glitter, pretty much, because like it's the most extra fine glitter you'll see, and like even smaller than that extra fine glitter. So it's just like wish there was more. Like I wish it was a better. Like I wish it was a better amount of the glitter too. Here's the nude, which is number 27. Really pretty, by the way. And we're gonna test out this dip powder because I was really excited to use this. This is in the shade. Oh snap! It had it on the packaging, but I think I threw that in the trash. So oops! I keep spilling the powders everywhere. I forgot what this one's called. So it could be like Valentine's Day-esque, but you know, we'll see. So here's my prep nails. I glued the tips on them, shaped them, put a clear base down on them because I don't like to work on like the actual nail bed itself without putting clear on it because it's just for her nails. I actually used the shade Natural. This is from it looks really bright in here. Young Nails. It's really muted. And it's called Core Natural. Powder is acrylic. And I wanted to make sure I use that one because I don't use it anywhere else because it is like this weird kind of off-whitish milky color. Like it's like a natural color and nobody, or you could do it with like the would want that natural color. So I've been using it as like a base. So some powders they don't say that because they don't set up completely. Right back. So here's all the colors that I have. They're really like pinky purple and like they're like of a lighter tone. Like you see like the mint right here and then these. Is it's one of the big ones, but it's not the biggest one. This one's the widest one that I have. So I'm going to try and do a nail bed with I'm also going to try the marble, so we'll see how that goes. A nail bed with just the nude. Let's not be too risky here. I'm gonna get more of a drier bead with this because I know how the Model 1's powders work now, and this will run all over the place. So I'm not gonna introduce any more monomer into it yet because I want to work with all situated on the drier side and make sure I cover the entire, because I spill my powders all the time area, and it's kind of like why I like to get the smaller ones. Valentine's Day inspired, when you get the smaller ones, like if you spill out way too much, then it's kind of like useless. But I'll give the Model 1's powders one thing though. They are super easy to sculpt. Like this is the most, I'm not gonna say perfect, but it's the easiest I've ever done a nail bed. Like, and boom. This is the shape I want it to be. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Was it easy? Yeah, like you guys saw me lay it down pretty easily. But the thing with these is they take a little while to set, so like you can keep molding it and moving it until you get what you're looking for. And I am going to file the smile line, this nail bed, because I file my Frenches. Boom! And just like that. Is it crooked? No. And like I like to make sure that there's some gap right here and like on the side so I could put the color all the way up there. I'm gonna pick it up again. This is number 27, by the way. And like the wetter the bead is, when you introduce more monomer into it, it's just gonna start to run. So the only reason I added that bead was just to level everything out, make sure it's nice and even. And then leave this here to dry. It is kind of crooked now that I look at it back here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't that bad. I just get so terrified of doing Frenches and like the slanted designs, like anything that you have to do with like all acrylic, making it into a different shape, because I don't want to say it's scary, But something about it just, it's difficult because like you have to use the acrylic powder, like you have to form it yourself. I think I'm gonna, ooh, I touched that with my hand. Ombre this one. I might have brought it too low, but it's okay. So I'm going to wet it so it can be like paint, kind of, sorta. And I'm gonna blend it this way. It's okay, this is probably gonna get covered up because I put it too low. But this is a great start. And like if you don't want your monomer to turn a different color, make sure you wipe your brush off really, really good. My door is making all sorts of crazy noises. And it was doing this before the window was open, so. One thing about these acrylics is if they don't have enough monomer to them, like the colored ones, then they start to like flake off and get all weird, so. Here's the pink, and you want to make sure you wipe the sides to keep your shape, and I keep bumping into that. So I'm gonna put that there. I always do freestyles too. Like I've never looked at a picture and just copied it. I don't really know how not to just do something from my brain, because it's just like you're coming up with it. There's no way you can get it wrong, but I'll try and recreate photos so I can get that experience. And these nails, like, they're not built up at all. Like, they're extremely thin, so I can do anything with them pretty much. I need to scoop the done ones back a little bit. Okay, so this one, because it is a dip powder, it does set up a little bit quicker. With this monomer too. This Model 1's monomer. It's not the slow setting monomer, because they're slow setting monomer. I've seen it takes a while. This doesn't marble either, even though it is a dip powder that I'm using as acrylic. It's not modeled as one of their acrylics. Because I have used the Kiss acrylic powder kit before. I've used 2 of their powder kits, and it only has like clear in it, you know, it doesn't have any colors. So I'm not going to build this up with any strength. And I don't know, I don't do hand painted designs, which I want to get into, but that's not the video for this. This is not the video for me to try hand painted designs at all. So I did a whole nail of this pink. This ombre is looking pretty done, so I'm gonna go ahead and I could either use number 1, which is the pink with a little bit of shimmer to it, like you can see it kind of reflecting, which is a lighter pink, or I could do the purple, which is number 3, or I could do the green. So I have a lot of options. I think I'll do the purple because that's what I had in my head when I saw the color palette. And like this is supposed to be wetter. I accidentally got one that's too dry. It's okay. You see, because it just turned into liquid right there with the first tap. And this shade is literally, the pink that I use is literally like neon. So I'm gonna wipe this off because I took it too far. And then I'm gonna brush down. I was supposed to wait for it to set a little before I brush it down. That's the technique I wanted to try, but oops. I'm gonna wait till for this purple to set up a little because I have this area like the way I like it, so I'm gonna add some more of the neon pink back in. We're gonna try and marble. This would be a pretty nail color too. The kiss color. I'm gonna try and so I really want to incorporate this mint green in here, so I'm gonna do a marble with it. So I'm gonna get my cuticle looking right first. Okay, cuticle is not looking right. It's okay though. And I'm gonna brush this down. All right, I just took it all the way off. Now I'm gonna go back in, wet bead of this, wet bead of that, wet I said, wet bead of purple. Okay. And I'm just gonna wet it some more with my monomer. Oh my god, the door is going crazy. Cause I don't want it to blend into one shade. How's this marble looking so far? It's looking okay. Cause like you don't want to do it in like one go, I feel like. Cause I feel like you want to alternate the colors a little bit, do it section by section. If you can, depending on how big or small the nails are. So I'm just gonna go reverse order. And then I'm just gonna drag it through. And like this, if it's all like lumpy and bumpy, it's okay. It doesn't matter because you're gonna have to encapsulate this anyways. I'm just gonna go in and add some more of the green because I feel like we lost that. So I'm just gonna do like this. So I feel like we have quite a bit of pink in there, and I'm actually gonna go in where this cuticle area is pretty empty. Put some pink right there. Just so it gives it like a complete marble look. Then I'm gonna go in, add a little bit of purple. And then boom. I might even add this pink in too, but this dries quick and I wanted to pick up a wet bead. So that helped to tone it down. This is really pretty though. And then I'm gonna go back in with this ombre now because it is drier. Take the pink, put it back here, and blend it this way. And then we have this. There's a teeny patch of purple right here. So I'm gonna get it. Little tiny bead, just so it's really wet. And blend it back. And then this is how I do my ombres. This is looking not that bad. I thought it was gonna look way worse. Like way worse. Because I've only blended very limited colors. And you really just kind of have to go back and forth and just, because you don't want this to be too thick, right? You want it to be very thin for when you're encapsulating. But at the same time, you want your blend to look the way you want it. If you want an even blend, go in, like you can have like different sections being different if you want to, but I like it to be kind of like in the middle, like even. And so right now I'm kind of like going back and forth. But you have to be careful because the wetter the bead, the more it's gonna travel. And if the shape gets messed up, it's okay because we're gonna have to cap it and clear, file, all that. I wish I had like a 3D brush so I could do like flowers or something, because I would totally put like the pink flowers, what's that called? Pink flowers, purple flowers, green flowers on the snow to like tie it all in. I'm gonna do an ombre with the green and the nude. So I'm gonna dip my brush. Yeah, I got this way too wet. Because when I'm working with the, yeah, you see how it just came off? When I'm working with the Model 1's liquid, I have to dip off both sides of my brush. I mean wipe off both sides of my brush, or it's not gonna stick on the nail. And wait till this sits up a little bit more and then brush it around. If you can hear noise in the back, my mom has a TV really loud in the living room, and Alexia's editing a video next to me. And she's wearing headphones and I could hear it from where I'm sitting.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear?
No, can you hear it? Okay.
Sorry, Lisa.
You're good.
You think you can hear that in the video?
Maybe.
Maybe not over the background music. Because remember when there was all those noises in the back, you couldn't hear it?
But yeah, you had your stuff blaring though.
Sorry.
No, I'm talking about the music, the background music. You don't want to like brush it when you like directly put on the nail, depending on the texture that you put it down. Like if you're working wetter, you don't want to brush it down instantly, or it's gonna like take it away, everything you just did, because it's too wet. So I'm gonna finish this ombre probably with the nude, but this pinky color would be really cute with this green. And this, like these could be a set on its own, these could be a set on its own. And I'm going to go in and with the 3 colors vertically, so the pink, green, and purple vertically, and do stripes. I'm gonna try to at least. So this is still kind of wet, but it's a better texture to work on top of now. That's because you pretty much, you either want to wait till this is like 100% dry, or where it's so set up that when you do your brush on it against it, it's not gonna fade away. Or you can do it while it's wet. It's just your preference really. So I'm gonna do the nude. Oh, I don't think I used the glitter color. Oh well. This is a really pretty nude, by the way. So I'm just gonna, and it's way more workable with the monomer versus these versus some of the colored acrylics. Some of the colored acrylics don't want to blend. They don't want to move. I'm holding my brush weird because of the gloves. I don't typically do, I haven't done nails with gloves in a while, so it feels a little weird, but when you get used to it, it's fine. So I'm gonna move this up so you guys can see it a little better. I'm gonna wait for it to set up a little bit, and I'll wipe this excess off because it's traveling too far for my liking. And I'll push this side in too. I'm gonna dip it in a teeny tiny bit of monomer, wipe off both sides, dab the brush off, and then continue to blend it down. And it leads for a better blend, but I'm gonna add some more product right here because it is sheer right here for some reason. So I'm going to, that's why you don't want like harsh lines. Like that was the color, the green I made, like if the green was smooth, like the transition was smooth for the green, like it was blended out, it wouldn't be giving me so much of a hard time. Cover up my monomer. So it's my fault, but cover up my brush. If it was smoother, like all the way it would look 100% better. Get my Hannah 8080 file around. It's kind of hard to do with this already. So sometimes you do have to build it up, but you want to work thin, like I said, and around, or it's gonna turn out. I can continue to bring in the sides if I want to. It's okay if it's a little lumpy. The green is lumpy, but the nude is fine. This is where you would want to fix it. I'm gonna take the teeny tiniest bit of the green. The green is actually kind of hard to work with. And then you're gonna see what this nail versus the other colors I've been working. And to me, it's easy. But you see, like right there, on the practice finger, because you can lift them up however how you want. But these colors, like you're doing it on a regular, you can see the transition like, from fully nude. You can't like lift a bit more transparent nude to where you can like a weird position, or it's gonna be awkward for them. Where it blends, and then full green. I did French on my sister's nails for her, like her extremely long set for her XL set that I did on her. I did a French on her, and that French went easily too, so it all depends. And so now that I have it shaped the way I want it to be, I'm going to take alcohol. Here we go. Wipe off the nail. And then I'm going to wait for the alcohol to dry. It's going to dry pretty quickly because it's 70%, so it's already like pretty much dry. 99%, you want to make sure you have your 99% alcohol. I highly recommend. I'm going to say, so I'm going to take full, but you want to have it at to where you can dip your brush in. And so like you don't want to have it too full. So again, so I can marble them. Kinda. Just do like straight lines. Cause I see Natalie Carmona do this like the straight line marble up and down all the time. Well, not all the time, but in her previous videos she would do them quite a bit. So I was like, why not? And like at this point, you can like flip your paper towel. I'll just flip it to this side, and then I'll flip it around for when I do the clear. And you see the alcohol is dry, smile line is crisp. This could be built up higher, this part right here, if you really wanted it to be, but I don't really mind it too much because I'm not like, because it'll get filed off anyways if it gets on top of here. So you can be like, you want to have it to where you can just dip your brush in. Because if you can't dip your brush in the right way, then it's gonna get like really, your beads aren't gonna be turning out how they usually do. So I'm gonna start with this purple, turn the finger to the side, and I got way too much, but it's okay. I'm just gonna like paint it on. Scoop some of it up from the bottom. Oop, there's a hair. Clean it up a little bit. Pat it out a little bit. And like, you kind of want to get it in one shot, really. So I'm gonna get some more of the purple on the purple, or it's gonna be weird. And I want it to have like enough color to where it's not like transparent when I'm doing it. I just think my liner. Unless it doesn't matter. And I'm just gonna wipe this green off. Oops. That was a little too much pressure. I'll go in and add some more pink. Can we see the green? We can't see the green. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a drier bead of green because that's what it's looking like I need to do for this green to stick. Yeah, this green is the only difficult color. Most of these nails are dry.
Look, now I got
I'm
the
gonna go
green
ahead and
looking
start.
right.
Again, I'm gonna use my
go back in
in
the pink
because it
file.
kind of got overshadowed. As you can see, this one isn't like 100% brand new. I've just been using it on like these fingers and stuff like this. So I'm gonna start on the sides because you can see that. Look at the side. It's like, and look at the top. It is lumpy because I don't know. There was acrylic in my brush, so the clear was all lumpy. Which is like, the more lumps there is, the more filing you have to do, because the only way to get those lumps and bumps out is to file. or it's going to not be right. So I keep doing that to where like I add like this, too much of one color, and then and you want to make sure so it's not like lopsided. It's a process. File like equal amounts on both sides. Like you can do like it. File on a couple sides, file a little bit on this side, file a little on the other. Okay, there we go. But you want to make sure because these are coffin, so you have it tilted like this and then like this. So if this side is very like lumpy, like you can see that there's lumps like on the side and all that, do like this, file this up. And of course, after I remove these lumps, like the sides, it's still gonna not look right because of the top. And you can also flip it around this direction. So you can see that the sides aren't bad at all, but it's just the top that's making it look off. So I'm going to take my file, flip it vertically, and so you can see it's like smoothing it out, but I'm mainly gonna smooth these out with the E-file because it is a bit faster for me. And then you can see how like the lumps are starting to go away and the shape is looking immaculate. So so, and like an e-filing is so important, because that could just ruin your nails right there if you're not sealing around the cuticle good enough, or you're not sealing around the cuticle at all. And I feel like watching things in real time helps, because like you think that it's done so quick when it's really not. I'm just gonna flatten this because this is the cuticle area technically. So I'm just gonna flatten it. And like the nails, so it's not that big. Usually it would start off for me, but you know, we had some technical difficulties, I'd say, with the brush. Like this, but you have to learn how to recover right there too. Because like, yeah, everyone makes mistakes, but it's how you recover, in my opinion. And you only want to pull down. I not only did like, I pretty much did how I file. It's like shaping and how I file. So here it is, back matte. I'm struggling. This is the Top It Off Top Gel by the Beatles. And like I said, it can be of time, they're bound to get messed up. This turned hazy, right? No, it looks good on camera. In person, it was looking hazy. I was like, what? But when these come out, you don't want to touch the nail at all. The nail is really hot right now. So you don't want to touch it. You don't want to add your cuticle oil just yet. You want your nails to cool so you can like fan them a little. And like you can really test all this out on like a practice hand, practice fingers, all that. Like look at the gloss. Look at that, wow. But you can really test that out when it comes to the practice fingers, how long you should wait, because if you put the top coat on while the nails are too hot, it's gonna dull the shine of the nails. It's gonna make the nails look like they're supposed to be matte. And then you're gonna have to wipe the top layer off with some alcohol, buff the nails, wipe that off with some alcohol, and then go back in. Or you could just wipe the nails off with alcohol, go back in, or just buff them, you know, because your nails were dulled because you put it on while it was hot and it got on the nail, dulled it out. Or if you just put on top coat on the nail, you put the top coat on, cure it, and then you start touching your fingers on it, dulls it out. So you just want to be very careful and make sure it does not touch the nail. And I like to wrap it all the way around. Boom, top coat. and like it's literally like you don't want to touch it to the skin of the person. You see how the cuticle oil just gently touched on the nail, and then boom. And you can add more or less oil, but this is Blossom cuticle oil. I put in a young nail bottle just because I like the dropper better than the brush. So you can 100% do that once you run out of one, or let's say you spill one. You can go ahead and add it. I'm sorry for my table creaking, by the way. Nothing I can really do about that besides for getting a new one, but yeah, the whole reason why I switched to the dropper is because of the brush. Like I hated the brush touching the skin and somebody else using it, and like it just drove me insane. So I was like, let me just put it in this bottle so it won't touch the skin anymore. But because this is plastic, it's pretty clean already. And like I always wipe these down with like alcohol, swipe, same for like the regular finger tube, but it was just driving me insane. So this is what I would do for an